Hi everyone, I'm Lulu from Plants by Lulu and welcome on my channel. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. And let's go! So today I'm going to show you the top cuttings I took probably around a month ago, and I'm going to put some up. In the last video I talked about some of my cuttings from my Thai Constellation having thrips, and some of the cuttings of my Adansonia variegata also had thrips, spores. So I am going to spray everything because I'm in a spray cycle. Every 4 days I'm spraying them because the cycle of the eggs hatching is 4 days. So I'm going to spray them. After spraying they have to dry, and then I'm going to repot a lot of cuttings. I also going to repot these cuttings because the roots are there. Around a week ago autumn started, so it's very rainy, very gray, gloomy outside. It's also colder now, so it's not the best time to put up plants, but I thought it's better to put them now, let them grow during the winter in their relatively small pots, and then when it's spring again they have hopefully a well-established root bulb kind of situation, and then I can repot them in spring for them to grow more and push out more bigger and beautiful leaves. So that's the plan. But first I'm going to spray. I have a towel here on the ground, and I have that because the spray is kind of like collects on the ground, so that's why. I will begin first with these 3 cuttings. So remember I took cuttings from my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. These are the 3 cuttings that survived, the rest rotted away. As you can see, there are possible root points, but there's not a root on it yet, but there is new growth. And the 2 other cuttings have the same. This new growth point is kind of weird, but as you can see here and here, oh no, this one is nothing. Here, there's a hard new root. So this one is slow growing, and this one has the same, no visibly root point, but there are 2 new growth points. So I'm going to spray these 3, and they are going back in the water they are sitting in. Then we have these cuttings from the Adansonia variegata. It's kind of the same story. These 3 cuttings are growing roots really well. I don't know how much cuttings I took, but the other ones rotted away and died. But you know, that happens often. In my case, that happens often because I forget to put water again. So it kind of, especially in the very hot summer months, I've often forget to add water. So yeah. Because the roots are sufficient, I am going to repot these. All of those 3 have new growth points. One has grown with variegation and the other 2 without. So I'm very curious to see if they will eventually grow variegation. Then we have these 2 cuttings, no roots yet. It looks a bit like it's rotting. Oh, I have to clean them a bit, but don't worry, it doesn't feel like it has totally rotted. Sometimes this happens. It also happened with the past cuttings. As you can maybe see, this dark. It also happened here, but this is not like mushy or anything. So, you know, I know it happens, and I know it is part of like the process. So hopefully they will recover, they will not rot away. So I'm going to spray them again, and after that, when they're dried, I'm going to repot them. This one, by the way, is already getting a new growth point. So that's very exciting. I have not decided which one is going to be the quote-unquote third generation mother plant. So when I do, I will tell you immediately. The reason I'm not deciding it yet is because everything can go wrong. Everything can happen with these plants because of trips. And I am not ready to like decide which one is going to be the mother plant and then that one dying. So I'm going to wait for all of them pretty much to mature a little. So I probably will decide mid-winter or the beginning of spring. I also have this Billier and it's a top cutting, so it has one leaf and one incoming leaf, and it has these roots. So I am also going to pot this one up. I honestly am not sure what I wanted to do with this. I cut it off because my Billier didn't look healthy anymore. He stood in a place where he had a lot of sun, so he got kind of sunburned and he was kind of discolored. Some places were like yellowing from the sun, like bleaching from the sun. So I just cut off the top and it is doing well, gladly. The bottom part is still in its spot now because it's the start of autumn. He is not getting a lot of sun anymore, so for now he will grow. He has 3 growth points, so I am curious how bushy he will look if all the 3 growth points are going to produce leaves or one is going to be stunted or something. So I'm very curious about the trajectory of that, but I really want to repot this one in a pot. I want to see what he is going to do as a plant. It's the same Billier consistently. I've chopped him up many times, but long story short, he was very big. He got very big leaves, bigger than this one. Like he got leaves like till here and this width, and it was so beautiful. But then he stopped growing. He stopped producing leaves for over a year, and I was very worried. He had lost, I think, 3 leaves out of the 7, but he didn't produce any new leaves, so I was very concerned, and then I just chopped him up completely. And then from that point onward, none of the cuttings are really thriving. And so this one was finally thriving because I moved him to a different spot, the spot where he gets a lot of light. And he did great until he got scorched by the sun. But then again, I just cut off the top cutting. So yes, I'm very excited to see what he's going to do. Yeah, so I have 2 Hoya cuttings, and they have kind of roots. I'm planning to bring these to plant swaps. I am going to with a friend of mine. So I think I will keep them in water. This one has a new growth point, so that's cool. Next, we are going to repot some of them. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a few hours later and it's very rainy and very, very gloomy outside now. But we're going to repot them. I'm going to put all of them in these gray terracotta pots. The first few times I had repotted my chai when he was very little, it was in plastic pots, and I noticed my Thai does not well with them. So I switched very early on to terracotta, and since then it is doing very well. So I'm going to put the Thais in these. I'm also going to put the Adansonii in these just because we're going into winter. And eventually I want to make a training plant because for I think half a year now or almost a year, I have trained that plant to climb upwards and make bigger leaves, and well, that looks cool, and well, I envy those who train their plant to have these big of leaves, like with the variegation and stuff. It's so beautiful, but also I think I really like the training look with this plant more. I think that's more cute, and I think this plant for me falls in the category of cute, so that's what I'm going for. That's the vibe. And I'm also going to put this one up in the terracotta just because I'm going to do an experiment and kind of compare the one I have there with the base, which is in plastic, with the terracotta one. and see if there's a difference. As you can hear, there's an ambulance in the very distance. I hope this will stay up. I've put it like this. And he will probably grow more towards the light like this. But for now, it's standing up very upright. But that's this one. Maybe you can see it now. But here, the orangey glow, that's thrips damage. And here also, orangey glow here, that's thrips. That's this one. This is the cutting which has a new growth point, so I'm so excited for it to kind of grow and have its second leaf. So that's this one. So now we're going to pot up these cuttings, and I did not show you this before, but look at this new leaf, and on this leaf there's a little bit of variegation. So I have hope in this cutting. So this almost already fills a pot, but you know, it's winter growth, so let's hope this is going to be good enough. This is how it looks for now, just because I want to, for now, try to train the new growth upwards. Oh, I'm so happy with this one. Then we have this cutting, and this cutting had a lot more variegation, but the first leaf has none. So I'm very curious how this one is going to grow. So that's this one. This one, I think I showed you this, but this one also does not have any variegation. But it's a very highly variegated leaf, so I'm holding hope. It's also with these types of like cuttings, you never know. That's the thing with these types of variegation. With the Thai, you know there is going to be variegation, and you know it has probably kind of the same variegation pattern or the same amount of variegation as the mother plant. But with this, you honestly don't know. This is this cutting. We have the Billier. Look at that leaf. I have never thought of this leaf as big, but look at my head. I know I have a small head, but still. This cutting is a bit more difficult to let him stand up straight. This is when like the cutting at the bottom is standing straight, but of course the leaf is not. But after some time, I hope this leaf will try to grow like this. So the last ones are these cuttings into this. Ooh, there's new growth. I didn't see this. Oh my god. First I saw this point, that's new growth. But then after that I saw this new leaf. Oh my god, that's so cool. I love that. Okay, so it kind of really fits snug in here, but it fits. This one also has new growth. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. New growth. Oh my god. That's so exciting. To give you a reminder, this was the plant that had for almost a year skill and it never went fully away, so I chopped it up fully. These are the cuttings that are left. There were more, but I decided to only keep the most beautiful cuttings, and that were these. It's very hard to place. I know it doesn't do good, but now I have this. It doesn't do good whatsoever. Okay. If this now, And I'm doing this because otherwise the cuttings will fall out. Okay, I think I have a composition. The sun has broken out a little. I think you can see it on the screen. But to show you, this is how I placed it in the pots. I have a saucer under it because I had to clean the leaves off, and yeah, you know, water dripped in through the soil. Normally I don't give the plants immediately water. I want to have them kind of rest in the soil for one day, and after that I give them water. But it looks like this. It looks so beautiful. It looks like a perfect bouquet. I love it. And you know, I had fallen out of love with this plant because it really suffered when he had scale, and so now he doesn't have scale anymore. And now when the leaves are very plump and beautiful and green again and not wrinkly and not sad and not like sick looking, I really love the plant. So this was the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the subscribe and the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Doei!